Hey YouTube. Well, we're going to be working on the Craftsman that we did the engine transplant on a couple weeks ago. We're going to put on a new pull rope, and when I was mowing with it, the side discharge came off, so we'll try to reattach that. And I also have a new diaphragm gasket kit we're going to put on it. So let's see what we can do here today. So first things first, the reason this came off is the spring is missing on the side chute. I have the pin at least, but I don't have the spring. In my garage I have a different kind of side cover. It won't fit this mower, but it has a spring. I'm going to see if I can somehow make this work on here. Well, it's back on. There's no tension on the spring, but at least I think the tension from the spring on the pin should at least prevent the pin from wobbling back out. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get with what I have. We have removed the bolts that hold the recoil on, two in the back, two in the front. You can see there, the teeth in here are working great. So this cover should be alright. I don't know if he has, I think he's got some knots in here that he's covered in tape for some reason. Well, let's get this out. So here we go. So I pulled all the rope out, and I'm going to try to stick a pair of, you see this nub right here? I'll try to stick some locking pliers in here. Tighten them just a little bit. Alright, they seem to be holding. So now we'll cut that rope. Old rope is out. Now let's feed in our new rope. We have our new rope fed in. I'm going to tie some knots. And before I let the clamp off, I'm going to take the handle off the old rope and put it on the other end of this rope. So we've reattached the old handle. Disconnect the clamp and slowly feed in the new rope. There we go. Good as new. Now onto the carburetor. Tank is held on by 2 bolts. That one was loose. This one here is 1/2 inch. The one in the front is 3/8. And there we go. Let's get this carburetor off. First thing I did, I sprayed some carb cleaner on the tank and the outside of the carburetor, as it was covered in dirt. So now let's get the carburetor off. Held on with 5 Phillips head screws. I'll get those out. All the screws are loose. So here's the carburetor. I will clean this off camera. Here's our old diaphragm. This is going to be replaced. So the old diaphragm is off. Let's put on the new one. So in these kits you have the gasket and the diaphragm. The diaphragm goes first. Just gonna get that tentatively sitting on the tank. Here is the carburetor clean. I switched out the primer bulb with a better used one. Here's the old one, completely black. So this one should work better. Put on the new fuel filter from our carburetor kit. And we'll put on the new spring. And I need to get this gasket back in here. So I put the gasket back in the back of the carburetor. I have the screws, all 5, in the carburetor. Let's set this onto the tank. I'll try to line up my holes again here. Something like that. And we will tighten it down. There it goes. I'm going to go in kind of a crisscross pattern, or star pattern, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm going to get these all tightened down. Let's put it all back together. Carburetor and tank are back on. I can see it priming, so our replacement primer bulb is working. Now we'll get the recoil bolted back down. And after looking through my parts bin, I was even able to find this little cover that goes on the back over the brake. Let's put that on. And we have the back cover on the mower. Let's go give this a start. Okay, party people, let's see what we got. So there it is. This engine sounds a little bit tired. I'll see if it smooths out any. But other than needing a bath, we've done about all we can to it today. We put that side discharge back on, and it hasn't come loose. We cleaned the carburetor, put in a new diaphragm and a spare primer bulb, and we put in a new rope. So hopefully this will get to sounding like new here. I mean, it just needs to run a bit, get some fresher gas in it. I don't know. I can always try a different carburetor too. But I think that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching.